I had this idea once, but it was too inside of a sketch. I had an idea to do a sketch about a clown that the purpose is for comedians to go see a comedian that makes them laugh.
Yeah.
Because, like, we're always making other people laugh. So it's like the comedian clown.
Yeah,
so
like
all
that.
the comics, like, and the clown, and he, like, kills kids, and he does stuff.
Yeah.
And guys are cracking up.
Did you ever pitch it anywhere?
No, I didn't pitch it.
I had this one sketch that I used to pitch,
Yeah.
and I took it out when I was trying to sell different sketches, like Funny or Die and stuff like that. And I'm going to give you the pitch. It's 5 dudes, and they're all smoking weed, right, in an alley. And then all of a sudden, they see cops, and everyone's like, oh, my God, run, dude, the cops. And my character's like, everyone chill, relax, stay right here. You don't need to run. Like, what? And he's like, just everyone take your shirts off. And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, just take your shirts off. So they all take their shirts off. I'm like, they're still coming, dude. Cops are still coming. I'm like, calm down. You can run, we'll get pinched. Just relax. Everyone take your pants off real quick. And they're like, what? I'm like, just take your pants off. And then one dude comes over. He's like, yo, man, I'm not wearing underwear. And I'm like, well, you'll be all out then. Come on. So everyone takes their pants off. And they're like, dude, the cops are still coming, bro. And I go, all right, everyone just make out. Everyone make out. And they're like, what? And I grab a dude, and then these 2 other dudes make out. And then there's one dude who's not making out. And then the cops step up, and they're like, what the fuck is going on here? And then they start making out. And while they're making out, I see them, and I go, run. So we all run, except the guy with no pants. And then the 2 cops look at him, and he just starts jacking off. That's what I pitched. I did this in the room to people, and this would be the reaction too. This is what would be happening. They would be losing it, dying, and they would go, dude, you're like, we could never. And I go, why not? Are we pushing
see that coming? I did not. That was like, yeah, that's what makes it so funny is you're like, where's the thing? And then you go, oh, it's just more of that.
Yeah. I go, well, are we pushing boundaries here? Like, what are we doing? And I don't even know what it means, or I don't want a reason for it to mean anything.
Right.
I just, every time I tell someone, they lose it because it's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That is.
And then I'd be like, all right, well, I have another sketch about a couple, you know. It's just like you can't bounce back after that.
No, from there you just go, all right, let's talk sequels. You go. It's like, let's talk. You can't go to any. You can't lessen. You can't. It's like opening with like an anal joke. Yeah. Then you can't go. All right, let me tell you about my supermarket experience.
Yeah. This is the other one I want to do. You're in a locker room, right?
Yeah.
And you're just like dollying down like past like the different lockers, and you see guys walking to like showers and stuff, and then you land on 2 guys, and it's me and another guy, and I'm like, what'd you think? It's a good course, right? And he's like, yeah, great course. I'm like, you like it's in great shape? He's like, yeah. And I go, the food was great. He's like, dude, food is awesome. And I'm like, listen, man, come meet some of the guys, see if you fit in, and you know, I just think it's a good place for you. And he's like, all right. And I go, come on, let's go. And he goes, well, let me just grab a towel. And I'm like, you're good. And we're both naked. And he's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, come on. And we walk over, and I'm like, hey, Rich, this is Yannis. And they're like, oh, hey. And you go to shake hands, and they only shake dicks. So all the guys start shaking each other's dicks, and he's just like, and they're shaking, and then they're like, great to meet you, man, great spot. And then I go, what do you think, right? And he's like, yeah, I think it'll be great. I'm like, let's hit the showers.
So you got a lot of gay themes in there.
A lot of gay themes, yeah.
Yeah. Why is that?
Well, did I mention I got divorced?
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know, but there's a part, you know, there's an element of it to me that
it's
like
funny to you.
It's funny to me, and I think like there's something like breaking down the norm that like this.
You don't shake hands with dicks.
You don't shake hands with dicks.
Which is a crazy norm. I don't know why.
Right.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be funny if to say hello, everyone zipped down, took their dicks out, and just like patted it, or
slapped a little bit.
Dicks a little bit.
But if you think of it, like locker rooms are this weird place anyway, especially at country clubs. Right. You know what I memean? Especially when there's like country clubs have so many. There's a lot of places that like men's only rooms, like women can't even go in them. And I think it's just a way of breaking down like, what are these guys doing in there? It's like, are you chill with this? You know what I mean? Like, who knows?
Right.
Anyway, I don't know what it is. It's just something to me that just, it cracks me up. Like, remember that there was like a 2-year span on SNL, right? Where they were making dudes make out all the time. Paul Rudd was always on. He'd make out with someone, and it was crushing. Everyone was breaking the fourth wall because everyone's just like, this is so funny to us. But now, I don't know if like we'll revert back or, you know.
Yeah, I think now you may get in trouble for thinking that it was funny.
Exactly.
Because it's supposed to be like,
everyone's accepted.
Like if you're not doing it, then you're doing something wrong.
Right. I wonder if we'll get to the point where we elevate it where a gay man making out with a straight woman is hilarious.
That's probably...
Or a gay man and a gay woman, they have to make out, and they're just like, oh my God, why would we ever do this?
Right. What is it that makes something hilarious? Is it the taboo, you think? It's like the taboo, breaking down the taboo, playing with what's... the norm, conditioning.
Is it going against something that,
like, murdering a guy can be funny. Hitting a guy, it can be if you're not supposed to.
It's always funny. Remember
It's like farting in church. Like, you fart outside, not that funny. But if you fart when you're not supposed to,
yeah,
it's funny.
Dude,
where's the line?
One time in college, my roommates, we had like these townhouses in college, and I was out of town visiting my girlfriend, and I guess like my roommate got in a huge fight with one of our friends, and they threw a snowball through our window, like an ice snowball, and shattered our window, and they got in a huge fight. I was out of town. I come back. We're there the whole week. The next weekend, like the tension was still there between us, so they're like arguing and there's a group forming, and we had gotten like this fruit basket from the basketball team, and I had an orange, and as they're fighting, I just walked over their apartment and I threw it right through the window of their apartment, and it just went shh, and everyone turned. I go, "Are we good now? Are we good?" It's just like something, it's not murder,
right?
But it was like, to me, it was like, oh, this should be great. Everyone will love this.
That's great.
They didn't really. My friends fist fought that night.
They did, huh?
Yeah, later on the campus, my roommate was walking across campus and just bumped into the other kid.
Yeah.
You ever seen Jeremiah Johnson? The movie?
No.
It's Robert Redford. He's a white dude. Hooks up way back.
As opposed to?
Settler. Well, he ends up marrying a Native American woman.
Robert is a white dude.
Right. Well, that's who he was playing. He could have been back then. Who knows?
Right.
Marries this Native American woman. They have a kid. A different tribe comes through when he's off helping like soldiers navigate. They kill his whole family, and now he's just on a rampage to go find everyone from that tribe and fight him and kill him.
Wow, you couldn't make that movie now either.
Dude, it's insane.
Wow.
There's one scene where
he killed Indians?
Yes.
I mean, natives?
Yes.
Wow.
Robert Redford is fishing like in a little pond, and across the pond is a Native American on a horse just coming, and they just look at each other the whole way. That guy comes over, gets off his horse, and they fight to the death.
Wow.
And it's badass.
Yeah.
So my friend's walking across campus, no one else is there. He bumps, here comes the kid, and they fist fought. Just randomly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you didn't even have to.
Right.
Nobody was there to be like, come on, you pussy. And they fought, dude. He came back and he's all bloody. Like, what happened?
That's some real animosity. If you're not even putting on a show with the fight.
Exactly.
Fighting alone's weird.
Yeah.
It's almost like fucking.
Yeah.
It's so private.
It is.
It's weird.
It is very private.
Fighting alone is weird.
Fighting alone, dude.
That's so weird because
when's that docuseries coming out?
Yeah, that's weird. Fighting alone is weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even in war, I think it's like people know about it. Otherwise, if it was completely private, that's weird.
Yeah.
Because then the soldier would go like, what are we doing?
That's
We're
why I
just
like
alone.
in Saving Private Ryan, that scene where they're up in the thing and the kid can't go up. He's so afraid, and those two guys are fighting alone.
Yeah.
To the death.
And
it's like the most intimate scene in that whole movie because it's the two of them, and one of them is going to die.
Yeah. I think. Do you think we think it's weird because we're performers and the only way we'd fight is if there was a crowd to watch?
No, bro. I think innately we're feeling it's a weird vibe to fight alone. You're like, why do we need to do this? Do you hate me that much? Right. I fucking hate you too, but let's just walk away from each other.
That's a really interesting insight. Though.
Yeah, fighting alone.
Nobody ever talks about that. Like
I've never even thought of it until I just like realized. I'm like, oh yeah, they were walking across campus.
Like if two people
bumped into each other.
If two people have a problem, if you put them in a room, just the two of them, do you think there's a chance they'd probably work it out more than if there's people around?
Yes.
Fuck him.
Even like when two brothers fight,
yeah,
there's always someone there.
Right.
A grandmother, a mother, someone that can give the attention to say, no, stop, don't do it.
Right.
But when you're alone, no one's fighting when their parents are out of the house.
That's true.
No one's there.
If some dude does fight you alone, there's something wrong. He's like a psychopath. Like something
you're
like
a psycho.
He's getting off on it.
Yeah.
Or something like that. But most people probably wouldn't fight.
No.
They'd probably start making out, shaking hands with their dicks.
Making out, dude.
And then call the cops.
So funny.
The cops come, and everyone gets naked and fucks.
That's it.
I'm just going in the Jay. I'm just writing.
Well,
Jay
that's
Larson
what you
sketch.
said. I remember when we were in Austin, you're like, dude, when you come on the pod, please bring, because I've always wanted to fuck around with dudes, and I was like, oh, that's a weird thing to say, and you're like, dude, and I go like, touch dicks, because I go, I have an idea, and you go, no, I've wanted a guy to put his dick in me, and I was like, oh, like in your ass, and you're like, more like a BJ. And I was like, oh, all right, yeah, man. I don't judge.
No.
And I just thought it was odd coming from you because you are so anti all of that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It
makes
really
me uncomfortable. I don't know why. It's a sin. I think they're going, it's like how you get into heaven that way.
Yeah.
So that's what.
Yeah.
My brother's gay.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Older or younger?
He's older. And, it's like, don't mess with me. Like, it's kind of it used to be like, my brother's gay. Oh, what's gay? Now it's like my brother's fucking.
How old were you when
it's like saying my brother's, it feels like I'm almost saying my brother's in the NBA. When you say you got a gay brother now, it's like I got a gay brother. Like I'm proud. You know what I mean?
How old were you when he came out?
He didn't come out. I found out on a phone call.
You were like, they were on the phone. You picked up downstairs, like old school style.
He was on the phone with my mom, and my mom said, "'Cause you're gay," and I went, "Whoa, he's gay." And then I thought that meant that I was gay. Yeah. Because I was like, I was young.
How old were you?
I don't remember how old I was.
Gotcha, yeah.
But, I just thought it was like a bad thing to be gay.
Interesting.
Little did I know that it's the fucking tits.
Yeah, it's the best.
It's the fucking best.
So my brother came out to me.
Would you? Oh, is your brother gay too?
Yeah.
You have a gay brother too?
Yeah.
I knew we had a lot in common, dude.
When he came out to me, it would have been like he said, should we get tacos? It didn't do any. I was just like, and I go, oh, cool. And he goes, are you cool with that? I'm like, yeah. And people were like, you weren't. I go, no, it didn't change anything about the way I viewed him. And then years later, my friend came out to me. He was 36. He came out really late. And I just went, fucking yes. I'm like, congrats. This is amazing. Like I was able to like really celebrate it. And I wish I'd been able to do that with my bro when he came out.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't obviously shun. There was nothing about me that like either way, but I wish I could have celebrated it.
Yeah. Why do you think you didn't celebrate your brother's big moment?
Because I didn't understand it. Like I didn't, and he caught me off guard. I'd never been through
how
it.
Old were you?
I was 21.
And how old was he?
He was 22.
You guys are that close in age?
14 months, bro.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Youngest of 4.
So your womb like touched the womb he was in close. So little got on.
I don't know if that's true.
No, that's
someone who knows nothing about science. Yeah, but the womb's kind of
touched a little. You touched a little of his womb.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And so you guys grew up close.
Yeah, we were very close in age. Never close as brothers, but
right.
like, yeah, we were close in age.
And that would have been funny if he told you and you went, that's why. Now I get it.
Yeah, no.
Now I understand why we don't hang. Comedy's fun.
I mean,
we take things that we shouldn't make jokes about. We make jokes about
Yeah,
them.
of course.
Yeah. So you guys never really that close.
No, but like we love each other.
Of course.
Yeah.
I love my brother too.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't touch him.
Yeah, it used to be like I wouldn't talk too much when I'm in LA and he was in Boston, but then I'd come home and like he would just clear his schedule and I would just like kick it. And like I'd stay at his house and he just whatever show he was into, I would just sit there and we would just binge whatever show he wanted to watch. Yeah. And he'd be like, "Do you want to go to bed?" I'm like, "I don't care." I would just stay up as late as he would stay up. You know what I mean?
With your bro.
Just to be around him. Yeah.
It's the best because he's your brother and you love him and like you guys. Yeah, is it just you two?
No, and we have 2 sisters, 2 older sisters.
2 older sisters.
What about you?
I got one other brother.
Okay.
He's brain injured, so I have a gay brother and a brain injured brother.
What's a brain injury?
It's the doctor squeezed his head when he was born.
Is that real?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's not funny. I don't know why I'm laughing.
Yeah.
Something about the energy here. It's just
Yeah.
We're just we're in that comedic energy. Yeah, he was. So they used to use forceps.
Yeah, I know.
And they used to make that mistake.
And so, how old? Where is he?
He's in Jersey. He lives in like a program where they kind of like he works and they monitor him and stuff.
Okay,
like
cool.
He's a happy guy. He's got a great life. He loves pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It sounds like that'd be the first thing you'd say about him.
Yeah.
He's a real puss.
Well, I'm just saying he's straight.
Yeah.
You know.
Does he know your brother's gay?
Yeah, he does.
And is he cool with it?
No, he's a raging bigot. That would be. He doesn't get it.
Nah, man. He's
totally. A lot of other stuff is complicated for him, but that he's really adamant about.
Yeah.
He draws a hard line. Brother or not, he's like, I'm just not into it.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah,
can't
sorry.
support it.
I can't. I'm not into it.
At Thanksgiving, don't even sit near me.
Not into it. Yeah, he's just. I don't know. He's the only one who has a problem with it.
Yeah.
No,
I'm the same way though about when you say like saying your brother's in the NBA, like it's the same thing. I've always like, I feel like I want to take. I've been trying to take more pride in it. You know what I mean? Like go another level. But,
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Well, we could fuck guys to celebrate it.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
did it ever make you feel like you might be gay? Did you ever have that thing?
I mean, I still entertain the idea that I
Right.
could be gay. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like I was telling someone, like, ever been in a conversation with a guy and he's talking, like, could I just fucking make out with this guy? And you're like, nah, this doesn't click with me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
It just
yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
click.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Like I'm just not attracted to guys.
Yeah, there are some times where I'm like, I'll say to women, I'm like, do you think that guy's good looking? And they'll be like, no. And they're like, do you? And I'm like, yeah. I don't know. You know, because I don't know what you look for in a good looking guy. Like, I don't think you're good looking. I don't know. Mike's all right. You know what I mean?
Mike, you feel safe with as a girl. I don't know what they're into, but I think it's a little bit of that.
Yeah.
It seems like they like funny, but they always say that. You know what's funny about women? They always go like, I love his sense of humor, but it's like, then why aren't you with all funny? Why aren't all funny guys just fucking packing hot chicks?
They normally are.
Well, not as much as rich guys. Not as much as fucking rich guys.
Yeah,
Let's be
well, I mean,
honest.
comfortability is a very attractive thing.
That's
Who
the
doesn't
thing.
want to be comfortable?
So that's the number one. It would just be nice if they admitted it instead of going like, I like a guy with a sense of humor. No, you don't. You like a guy with a big bank account, and then a sense of humor is optional, but nice.
I mean, think of it. If you could be with someone that's going to take you to Hawaii
Yeah.
7 times a year, you have a place in Hawaii.
Yeah.
And they're not that good looking. And
I couldn't know because I'm a guy. I need my wife to be a smoke show in order for me to be turned on. I'm superficial.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not into personality at all.
Got it. Yeah. My wife's a fucking doornail. I mean, that's what you texted to me.
That's
at least.
what I told you in Austin. Yeah.
you know,
That's
she's
after I gay
fucking
bashed.
Yeah.
The
Dumb as a brick.
that's what I did, but that was supposed to be between us and the text.
Yeah. Is intelligence something that you're attracted to?
It depends what it comes with. Let's be honest. Let's talk honest. We're a couple guys from Massachusetts.
Comes with 2 cheeseburgers and a.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
We can sit here and say it's important and all that, but if the woman looks like Roseanne,
Listen, I'm not. Yeah, of
and I
course.
don't mean Roseanne Barr, I meant Roseanne O'Donnell. I meant Rosie O'Donnell.
Rosie. Yeah.
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 Because Roseanne had a period where she was chunky but fuckable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you texted me in Austin.
Yeah, I remember.
It's exactly
Yeah,
those
when we were
words.
standing next to each other,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I should text it, just so there's a paper trail or a text chain.